Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. I have decided to make something for myself. I felt like it was the time I wanted to do more creative stuff that just didn't need to go through ESCunited. Obviously, I'm still part of ESCunited. I would not leave them. They're great. But yeah, I have decided to make my own channel because I just wanted to, right? Okay. Now, today we are going to take a look at my top 20 national finals. It's not only going to be today, it's going to be a multiple part video. Today we are just gonna go down the list. We start at the end of it, it's top 20, so we're gonna start number 20, sort of. And we make our way down. I don't know how many will be in one video yet. I'll see the editing, how long they'll take. But yeah, I expect 5 or 10 songs in the first episode. But without further ado, let's jump into this first video. But before we get into the video, it is time to make an honorable mention. Why an honorable mention? I could have just made it a top 21. No, because Italy is kind of an oddball here and they have two competitions in one. It's like a minor competition and the major Sanremo competition that we just had. And this song, when I heard it for the first time, I thought it was just competing. And I was doing my reviews for them and I later found out that it wasn't competing. And it was in my top 5 of Italy, and so I definitely think it deserves a spot on my top 20 list, but it didn't really compete. So can I put it on my list? I put it as honorable mention. I'm of course talking about Eugenio in Via di Gioia with the song Tsunami. It's just really fun. It's funny, it's quirky, it's just, you know, cha cha cha, and you just dance a bit, and I don't know, I really enjoyed the song. I think it is great. I think the persons that performed it on stage were really awesome to look at. They had a lot of charisma, they had a lot of fun performing the song, and I hope they come back and have a cool song in the major Sanremo to maybe go for the win one day. But for now, an honorable mention on my list. So let's kick off this list properly, and at number 20 it is Cloudless with Drown Me Down. Now, Ukraine had a bit of an odd year last year where they had some drama in the national selections, and after all they had to withdraw. Now, I did not expect this year to have any good songs really, because, you know, the rules got stricter and, you know, all the drama last year. I didn't expect there to be a lot of quality, but there was, oddly enough. And one of these songs was Cloudless with Drown Me Down. Now, when I heard this studio track, I was really excited for it. It just sounds like a good studio track. It has some rock influences. If you were to play this on the Dutch radio, I think it would be a massive hit. Legit, I think it has a lot of similarities to other bands that you see at festivals that people really enjoy. I enjoy this myself. It's really good sing-along material, super easy lyrics. The only little issue is that maybe the pronunciation is a bit iffy sometimes. This definitely deserves a spot on my list, and at number 20. So yeah, Cloudless with Drown Me Down. Check it out. Moving on to number 19, we have the band called Pinguini Tattici Nucleari with Ringo Starr. Now, I love the Italian language and I love the name of this band. Literally translated to English, it means Tactical Nuclear Penguin. Yeah, I love it. Look, this song has something in it that is like a major pet peeve of mine. I hate it when songs include like an other artist or an inanimate object that they sing about. I'm not the biggest fan of that. In this case, they sing about the Beatles drummer Ringo Starr, and I think if they had something else, like if they just had the lovely chorus and then not Ringo Starr, I would have liked this even more. But hey, it is what it is, and I think the song is still really fun. It just puts a massive smile on your face, and you just want to dance along, really. And his live delivery wasn't the best either, but you know, we're not talking about live delivery here, we're talking about songs, and I would definitely turn this on at a party or just in general. But hey, it is a really good song. I really enjoy listening to it. So now and then I put it on, and it definitely deserves a spot on this list. It's kind of odd though that a song with a massive pet peeve of mine just makes it onto a top 20 list. But it makes it on it. 19th, they went 3rd in San Remo, so hey, they did well as well. So I'm not the only one that likes this song. So hey, Pinguini Tattici Nucleari, Ringo Starr on number 19. Let's move on to 18. So number 18 is a really interesting one because I don't think a lot of people would expect this on the top 20 list since it didn't really do too well in their national selection. It is Ove with Inka Problem. It's in Swedish. Melodifestivalen this year was a bit lackluster in my opinion. It didn't have many good songs. It was all kind of basic, bland, boring. And in a way, this is also a bit bland, maybe. But I think it is phenomenal. This is just the kind of rap that you just listen in your car, roll down the window, have your car, like your arm outside of the window, and just chill along to the vibes of this song. And I love it so much. Just imagine you sitting in the sun and listening to this song. Yeah, it really makes me happy. It's really sad that it didn't make it to anything really. It got 6th in their first heat, which isn't a good result. I mean, I guess a lot of people don't really want rap to present their country because it's really risky. It's very like, a lot of young people probably like rap, like me. And for example, Matt doesn't like rap at all. So I don't think he would put this anywhere near his list. But for me, this was the first song that I added to any of my playlists. I think it's really cool when it comes on. It just sucks a bit of this in Swedish that you can't really understand, but hey, that's Inka Problem, I guess. It's no problem in Swedish, so nice. Yeah, I think this is a phenomenal song. Their live performance could have been a bit more energetic maybe, but I mean, it's not really an energetic song. I mean, in a sense it is, but it's not like you say, oh, energy, massive show. That's not the case, yeah. I thought they did a really good job and it sucks that it didn't go through, but hey, that is what it is, and it does make it to my list on number 18. From one unexpected entry to the next, we head to Latvia. We go for Bad Habits with Sail With You. Now, this is not the type of song that I would necessarily put on. I would not necessarily recommend this to someone, but it is so good because I can really appreciate craftsmanship, and I think this song, what it tries to do, does it really, 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 really well. How many miles should I walk? 'Cause I'll walk 1,000. In my dreams when I'll go sail. Don't give up on me, baby, I might get later road. In my dreams when I'll go sail. It's literally just a few guitars and a bit of a drum playing, and then the lead singer has such an incredible vocal. I can really appreciate when a male vocalist has a very unique voice, and this voice is certainly really unique, and for some reason, to me, this has an emotional touch to it. I can see that people don't have the same connection with it. I can see that people find his voice off-putting. I think it is incredible. I think it's really engaging. It really works for me. And I honestly think it deserves its place on my list. And there we go. Sail With You. If it comes on, I just really enjoy it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is lovely. This is a nice little gem that we needed. And yeah, 17th it is for Sail With You from Bad Habits. At number 16, we have Junior Kali with No Grazie. Another Italian song. Italy was really strong this year and they had a lot of cool modern music, also mixed with like old school stuff. But Junior Kali really had something cool going on. It's like a bit of a rap song infused with some rock elements, especially in the breakdown where he goes like no grazie, which is no thanks in English if you didn't know.
Dovrei puntare il dito contro e fare il populista, non fare niente tutto il giorno e proclamarmi artista. No, 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 no grazie. No, 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 no grazie.
It's really lovely, you know, you just kind of rock out, you just feel the beat, feel the music, feel the moment. And honestly, it just makes me really like this song. I get why I didn't do well. It's a bit about not wanting to fit in, not wanting to play by the rules. So I get why people are like, oh, push it away, push it away. And I mean, San Remo is a massive competition where only the top 3 out of the 24 songs go on to the next round. So it just makes sense that, you know, one has to miss out. To me, in Italy this year, there were a lot of good rap songs, and this was definitely one of them. So at number 16, it is Junior Cali with No Grazie. At number 15, we have a massive contrast to last song. It is Barbara Mochua with White and Black Holes. Now, firstly, how many times do we need to say that she sounds like the Czech version of Lana Del Rey? I think a lot, because she'll probably return again at some point and give us another lovely song. And her voice is just really enchanting and really, really good. I think overall this song is just really enchanting, really ambient, really beautiful, and we gotta applaud her for that. Also, Django, if you're watching, take notes, because this is how you write a song that doesn't follow a standard structure. I think this is way better than what the Netherlands delivered, but hey, it's not going through anyway. White and Black Holes is really good. What I would have changed is that I don't like how it just kind of starts after halfway. You're like, you start the song, you're like, oh, this is lovely, this is really cool, really ambient, and then it just takes on a bit too long before it gets going again. Like the second half of the song is really what you listen it for, and in a little snippet, it sounds incredible in my opinion, and it definitely deserves a spot on my list. It's not my favorite of all Czech songs, it's not my favorite, ooh, spoilers, doesn't matter. It's not my favorite song this year either. Last year's song was inferior to this is far better, and if she continues this upwards trend, then I definitely look forward to what she brings next year, and maybe she'll go to Eurovision for Czech Republic. That would be lovely, right? Yes, yes sir. At number 14 we have a song from Portugal. It is by the band Blasted Mechanism with Rebellion. Now, when I heard this for the first time, I was really intrigued, because this is very unique, right? It just kind of sounds like a bit of a nomadic tribe, just going, wandering around and just seeing a world dying, like a dystopian world to them. And they sing about it, and it is kind of a bit of a Frankenstein song as well, because, you know, you kind of have a few elements glued together and kind of song. It's really weird, but it's really, really awesome as well. It's got some cool rock elements with the organ coming in at the chorus really. Shouting Rebellion 20 million times, and in the live version it sounded like Re-Belgium. Yeah, the live version was unfortunately a bit lackluster. You can just see that they're a massive festival band. They just play festivals, and that's what they're good at. And for something like Eurovision, you really need to be of a different kind of band to do well, really, because they just performed it to their max. They really did, but it just didn't sound like a studio track at all. And that's what you need for Eurovision. You just need your studio track, copy it and paste it for the live version. And they just kind of freestyled it, and that didn't really work out well, unfortunately. It did drop a bit since I heard it for the first time. Is it because I played it much? Nah, probably not. It's just, I don't know. Something is just missing. It's just a bit too Frankenstein-y, like I said. But overall, a really good song, really enjoyable to listen to, and I definitely recommend it if you like some interesting rock vibe songs. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I know James didn't, so hey, James, shout out to you if you're watching. It's on my list, mate. So yeah, let's move on. At number 13, it is Mr. Sverige! Anis Dolomina with Femme Somos. I needed to start off this with Sverige screaming into the microphone. It is legit the best opener to a song I've seen in a while, because it just puts on the tone of the song, right? It just makes you immediately happy, really excited for what's to come. You know, the energy will be high, and oh, it doesn't disappoint. The energy in this entire performance and in this entire song is really high. And I know that a lot of people compare this to Macklemore. Sure, they may be inspired by it, but do I care? I don't. That is a good song. This is a good song. I legit don't care. Anis Dolomina was my winner in Sweden this year. And I would have loved to see this on the stage at Eurovision. It's just a lovely little rapper that just says to his haters, hey, look where I'm at. You're not there. The world's mine. And that kind of thing, right? Yeah, it would have been lovely to see him win. It didn't, but I can understand why it didn't. But it definitely is my favorite from Sweden. And so it deserves a spot on my list. And yeah, there you go. Anis Dolomina, Femme Somos. Listen to it. At number 12, we have Tvorci with Bonfire. Yes, it did quite decently in Ukraine. It went to the final. It didn't really do too well in the final. But hey, some things happened, they claim. We're not getting into that drama. I don't know anything about that. What I do know is that this song is really epic. I don't think we've ever had a trap song in Eurovision. And if we ever were to have one, I think this is phenomenal. The way they structure the song is really done well. I think the lead singer has a really intriguing voice. It's soulful, it's a bit raspy, it's a bit quiet maybe. You need to like it, that's the thing, right? I know a lot of people don't like it, but for me it really works. The song itself, it has a really good message as well. The world is kind of burning and we're just sitting by that bonfire waiting, because, you know, governments aren't really doing things, and, you know, you should listen to the young, because the young people have good ideas to how to change this world. Guys, change this world, okay? Yes, good. Yeah, we're just sitting by the bonfire, and the way this drops is so lovely, so lovely. It's like by the bonfire, and then like, whoa, that was a really bad imitation. Just the way they cut out the entire music, which is literally a drop. Cut out all the music, and then just it just sounds like a bomb is falling, right? And it's just a really good drop. I could have done without the la la la, right? It's a bit. Why? Doesn't make sense. It's not really that good. But on the other hand, I would have loved to see a trap song in Eurovision. I would have loved to see this trap song in Eurovision, and it definitely deserved a spot on my list. And if you're into trap, listen to this, because this is really good, especially studio version. It's really good. At number 11, we have Jaguar Jones, All the Way Down Under, from Australia. Yes, mate. I did not expect this to be on my list, I'm not gonna lie. But the system that I used for this is that I just went by every single national selection this year, just looked at the songs that I thought were good, just wrote them down, and then eventually like kind of a ranking appeared, right? This eventually I couldn't really exclude from it. And it even made it to number 11, which is kind of mad.
Watch me take away the truth with ease. Chase me into down the rabbit hole. Chase me into down the rabbit hole.
Every time I listen to this, I just really kind of just jam along to it. I'm like, yeah, this is lovely. This is that type of music, that type of rock music that you just play at a party. when there are people over and you just don't really know what to play, this is what you play. Because it's inoffensive, everybody will like it. I don't think there will be anyone disagreeing on that. If you don't like this, I will question you. It's just a lovely lo-fi rock song. I wish it did a bit better than it did. It did still decent, but I mean, yeah. I hope she comes back with another cool song. I thought this was really good, and it was a really good way for her to show herself onto the Australian audience and European in a way as well. Rabbit Hole is really enjoyable and definitely deserves its place on the list at number 11. So I was just editing this video and I just totally noticed that I forgot to end the video. Yes, that's not a good thing. Yeah, basically this video was lovely to make, and I'm gonna split it in two parts, else it would be way too long. I already think this is a bit too long. Let me know in the comments if you think this is too long or not. It's 20-ish minutes, probably more, because the outro comes to it as well. But yeah, just let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know any videos, ideas that you have, and I'll try to make some cool things for you guys. Make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe to this brand new channel, because I could really use it in the beginning. Well, just in general, I could really use the subscribers right now. Share it with friends, share it with people that need to hear this awesome music and hear my amazing opinion about it. Yes, that's I think all I have to say. So without further ado, I'm gonna be busy shooting a top 10 video tomorrow, and that's gonna be really fun as well. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you like part 1. See ya.